Hello, everyone. It's Cate Stillman with yogahealer.com. And I started the Living Ayurveda course back in 2007. And Anna Berkelmans, who's a coach at Yoga Healer, she and I are going to talk about living Ayurveda. I know many people are wanting big changes right now in their life, wanting much deeper body wisdom, stronger immune systems, much more body knowledge of how to really take their physiology to the next level, their digestion, their absorption, their elimination, their experience of even like spiritual development of mind, peak performance, mental focus development, etc. And that's all of why I teach Living Ayurveda course. Anna's going to do a quick interview with me on Living Ayurveda, so that if you want to study Ayurveda and you want to be with us in Living Ayurveda course, you can find out just basically how to talk with Anna and next steps. And we do have people starting in February. So Anna, I'll let you take it away with just whatever you think people might be wondering.
Yeah, great. Our kickoff call is actually the 28th of January for our February group. And with that start date, you do have the opportunity to jump into the Body Thrive annual pass. And this, as Cate mentioned, like a summary, like this course is great to heal yourself with Ayurveda, and you can start it every month. Cate, what would you say to people who were looking to start living Ayurveda? What do you think the benefits of taking a deeper dive into Ayurveda are, as opposed to just doing Body Thrive, for example?
Yeah, so we can even back up to like what is Ayurveda, and why this deep dive, and why someone who might be interested in healing themselves, why this might really be a perfect solution for them. So Ayurveda is, Ayu means life, and Veda is the science or the study of. And what I got pulled into Ayurveda with was I really wanted to understand my physical constitution. Wanted to understand my mental constitution. I wanted to know why I had a whole bunch of symptoms, and I was really hoping. And I started at 25. If you're starting at 45 or 55, my guess is you have a lot more symptoms than I had at 25, or things that you're living with in your body or your mind, uh, or your own psychology. And you might be wondering, like, is this all there is, or could I be a happier, healthier, more interconnected, potentially more enlightened version of myself? And that's exactly what I was wondering. And I started this path, I would say on the earlier side than most. And man, it's never too late, but it's definitely also never too early to really understand yourself. And in the process of that, you learn about how disease forms from a subtle energetic level. You understand how to optimize your day-to-day experience, but personal to your own digestion and constitution. And that's really the differentiating factor. In Living Ayurveda, we attract a lot of people who are sick, right? Who've developed an autoimmune disorder. We have people that have cancer, heart disease, eating disorders. I mean, really, you name it. And this is our course for those who want to learn how to heal themselves. It's not a course for those who want to make a big impact with other people or help heal other people. But what we do find is that people in Living Ayurveda course end up being healing leaders in their own families. And that is a huge side benefit. So families get healthier through one member of the family doing Living Ayurveda course. And, I think for me too, there was a bit of the mystery of, I knew a bit about yoga, but I really wanted to understand how does healing work, and what do I not know?
I love that Dr. Vasant Lad, who you've studied with, Cate, has really endorsed this course. And I love what he says about Ayurveda and yoga being two sides of the one coin, that without, one without the other is not the complete picture. I wonder if you could talk about, you've really showed us that this is for people who are wanting to go deep into self and family healing for daily life. It's also great for people who are wanting to go deeper into the Ayurvedic practices from a professional perspective.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could also share about the leaders and the mentors in the program.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, because I've been publishing books on Ayurveda, and I've had a blog and podcast on Ayurveda for over a decade. I started Yoga Healer in 2001 as this bridge. We've attracted a lot of people who have gone deep in their own Ayurvedic studies, and they're wondering how we do it around here, and kind of like the secret sauce on the inside. And so we've got a really well developed mentor team of women in particular who've studied with Ayurvedic practitioners from other programs, and they come in and they love our dynamic groups methodology. They love our very progressive curriculum, and they help me guide our members through the course. And it's a very powerful experience to have. It's not just me, but there's three other mentors besides me that help guide our members through a very comprehensive and supported process on the journey of self-healing. So even for our professional members who come in, some yoga, we have yoga teachers coming in. We actually have other Ayurvedic practitioners coming in to take the program as a wellness professional, people from different modalities, body workers, nutritionists. What they find is that through the self-exploratory process of living Ayurveda, that they learn so much for themselves that they're able to integrate the knowledge into their practice. And our wellness pros are all practicing wellness professionals, so they also kind of help with that translation, and also the client case studies, etc.
Yeah, and it's also great to talk about the time commitment in the course journey. And I see that this is a really great course for a busy person who could do like the monthly topics and curriculum in like a 2-day intensive schedule, or for people who really like to just enjoy the drip feeding of the curriculum over the month. So, Cate, did you want to speak to the 3 trimesters and what people can expect in their schedule and in their, like, what results they'll get out of that journey?
Yeah, sure. So in we do trimester by trimester, and like Anna mentioned, you can cram all the lessons in, and then enjoy the ride and enjoying the ongoing coaching support that you get week to week along the way, and the dynamic interactions on our course forum, as well as our live Zoom sessions with both me and with the mentors. Like Anna mentioned in the beginning, all of our Living Ayurveda course members are also active in Body Thrive, and they get those live coaching sessions and that curriculum as well. So we overly support our members because we know that, you could easily get sucked into less of what you actually want with your attention. And that could lead you to not have the kind of time and energy and self-care and habits, and ultimately the reality of your physiological and your psychological experience. And we very much want you to have a deep and lifelong shift from living our Ayurveda course. And that's how the curriculum works. So in the first 3 months is like here, introduction to your body, and we have it's amazing how little with body wisdom the typical human being has today. I mean, really, like not understanding at the depth how disease is created in the physiology, or how to detoxify your physiology, or how to cooperate with like I mentioned before, like with your particular digestive type. So for the first 3 months are like, hey, this is how this works. Like, here's let's figure out your constitution. Let's figure out your mental constitution. Let's figure out your digestive constitution. Let's figure out your psychology and see where you can make the biggest headway. In the next trimester, we go deeper into this is how disease is created, and this is how to make sure that doesn't happen, or how to just start to dissolve that if it does. And we go into stages of life. We go deeper then into plant-based diet, ancestral healing, into using plants as medicine, and like where you and your ecosystem are really involved with each other, and how to optimize that relationship so you have more energy, so that you have more experience of connectivity, and so that you actually understand how your body works better through understanding ecosystems outside of your inner ecosystem. And then in the 3rd trimester, we go more into the subtler practices of Ayurveda. People have a deeper, by that point, a deeper understanding, and are able to go into subtle body anatomy, which is the chakras, which you may have heard of, or the vayus and yoga practices. And we do a lot also with women's and men's medicine in that last trimester, as well as just like really practical application of Ayurveda in real life. And it's a constant theme through all the courses. And we dive a little bit deeper into that, because by the time someone's in the third trimester, their self-healing capacity is so much greatly increased that like that takes on another level of how to make that happen all the time.
Yeah, that's great. And there's so much opportunity to go deep, and there's so much fun, and there's so many friendships that are formed.
Yeah.
And this is a group and a community that gives yourself complete permission to dive into all
Yeah.
the areas that you often love but never get to fully express in your household because you don't have the right influences around you. So
Yeah.
this is a great opportunity. So thank you
Yeah.
so much, Cate.
Yeah. And I just want to
Yeah,
highlight that, like, it's a very intimate healing journey. Like, in that, many people don't realize that's exactly what they need, but it's in that environment that so much transformation happens. I've never had a living Ayurveda course member in the however many years, 14 years, that I've let it be like, that was a waste of time, ever. It's always like, thank gosh, I downloaded the user manual to my body and my life now. And that's what I look at, is like, I'm glad I learned before I really needed it. And those of you who are at the point where you really need it because you're in a pain cave, that's why we're here. So what's their next action, Anna?
I'd love you to just comment in the thread below if you would like to have a chat to me about any of the details. This is a great conversation to have with me, to get behind the scenes and have a look and see if this is a good fit for you. So I'll be back to look at those comments and look forward to reaching out to you all.
Awesome. Thanks. I'm just so glad I started my path with Ayurveda young, and it's never too late. So, yay.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Cate.